Make an interesting point in this tweet as well. Browns age guardrails, we've made a big deal about it. They apply to draft picks only. And the reason for that is because if you're drafting well, you're going to give them a second contract. So these are unrestricted free agents that signed when they were 30-plus in their season of signing, 30-plus years old. Troy Hill, Malik Jackson, Adrian Claiborne, Malcolm Smith, Case Keenum, Andrew Zendejo, Jakeem Grant, Jacoby Brissett. And, Jack, I would say the other thing is the Browns are clearly in win-now mode, so I think that will probably also necessitate, if the guy's a little older, if he can do it this year and next year or this year, you get him in a 1 or 2 year deal because you need to win now.
Yeah, so I think in free agency, there's this conception that the age guardrails apply to everything. And it's just not the case because, as you said, if you're bringing a guy in for 1 year, it doesn't matter really if he's 32 or he's 26 because you're not looking to develop and bring that guy on and you haven't got 4 years of control. It's 1 year. It's what can you do for me now? Free agency is all about need, so bring those guys in. And the same with undrafted free agents. That player has got like 2 months to prove they should be on the 53-man roster or they're getting cut. And so we've seen one over 3 years, and that is Bell, the safety, who's made the final 53. So that's really unlikely. And even AJ Green didn't actually make the 53 because lots of people think he did. He didn't. He was on the practice squad and then got called up later in the season. So it's one that it's really tough. But there's a reason why the age guardrails apply. And people always go, I'll just throw them out. Get me guys now. If you are relying on a draft pick to start, your team's not good. So the idea that you need to draft for need does not make sense. The draft picks are about the future, and that needs to be the backbone of your roster for ideally the next 8 years. So get the guys that are really promising, because if a guy's that good, especially it might change over the next few years with Neil and the amount of money that players can earn in college. But if a player's good, they go into the NFL. If a player's hanging around until he's 24 in college, probably not great, and he's beating up on kids that are younger than him in college and sort of less physically able. So there's a reason why those guys are there. So I think the age guardrails will stay strong, but it's something interesting to follow this draft season.